Sneakerheads and basketball enthusiasts alike, this is the only land, and we are back. It is NBA opening week, tip-off, whatever you want to call it. The first two games happened yesterday. By the time this video comes out, a couple of games have been played tonight. You have Lakers and the Warriors yesterday, and then the Bucks and the Nets, and the Nets got killed, so I'm happy, and the Lakers lost, so I'm happy. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about the signature sneakers of every brand. So actual signature athletes, not people who are just putting on the sneakers of the brand, who have a deal here, who have a deal here. We're talking about people who actually have their own sneaker and what they're going to be rocking on the court this year. Do me a favor before I get into that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you have liked what you've seen on my channel and if you want to see more. So let's get into it. I wasn't really sure where I should start, whether I should start with the big ones or the small ones, but we're going to start with the big ones. And obviously, the really big one, right? Well, not right now, but the really big one in general is Nike. KD, for now, at the beginning of the season, he will be rocking the KD 14s. I don't think there's really a question. They originally released around April 10th. I think that was either the North American release date or the global release date. Haven't done the review on them yet, but they are sitting here, dirty, but they're here. Those, for sure gonna start off with those. I think he wore them last night. I don't recall, I didn't look into them, because I just made the assumption that that's what he'd be wearing, because they're not, I wouldn't say they're really old yet. You have Zion, the Zion 1s, those came out after the KDs, so you know those are gonna be on the court as well. Those came out April 29th, so like a week or two later. And I have those down here, and we've actually reviewed those as well. Decent shoes, not for me, but hey, it is what it is. And then PG sneakers came out January 21st, right? The PG 5s. Haven't even done a review on them yet, but I assume he's gonna start in the PG 5s, but there's got to be a PG 6 on the way. It's got to be sometime soon. It's October. It's almost November. We're towards the end of October now, so that means a PG 6 is on the way. So look out for that. I'd say you'll probably see previews around December, and then maybe you'll see the release January, February. We'll see. Usually they start rocking them on the court before you even get like a press release or stuff like that. Speaking of that, we can go on to probably the big one, and then there's another big one right after that. LeBron. I made some assumptions about when the Lebrons would be coming out, and those assumptions were wrong. They came out with or they showed us the LeBron Space Jams around the time that the movie came out, and I said a couple weeks, and guess what? It's been a couple months. LeBrons they didn't come out. So there's no date yet. People said the 22nd they might come out, that they were on sneaker calendars, like Full Locker and stuff on the calendars for the 22nd. But I'm gonna say that's highly doubtful, because it's tomorrow and Nike hasn't put out a press release, and we're talking about a top 3 player in the NBA right now, wherever you want to put him, and then we're talking about their biggest athlete right now. Like, he has the most numbers right now. There's no Kobe, rest in peace, anymore, so it is LeBron, and they're going to put out a press release for this, without a doubt. There will be a press release for LeBron 19, so expect November. That's what I'm saying, expect November. I've already seen a ton of colorways. Now that you're seeing LeBron rock them on the court, there's a ton of colorways out there, so it should be on the way. Just have a little patience, I guess. I'm very patient, but have a little patience. Then you have the Zoom Freak 3s. Haven't even touched on those yet, I don't believe. And then last but not least, you have Kyrie, and that's completely up in the air. Who has any clue what's going on with Kyrie? The preview for the Kyrie, or a sneak peek for the Kyries came out, and Kyrie said they were trash and he doesn't support them. He had nothing to do with that. And that was the last we heard about them. Now, we're going to assume that Nike's probably going to move along with producing those sneakers anyways, but it's also possible that Kyrie's probably, I would say Kyrie's probably the top 2, if not the biggest seller of sneakers in Nike right now, Nike basketball. And that sounds crazy because he's not the biggest. They do have KD and LeBron, but his sneakers are so loved by everybody. The colorways, all of the above. So if he says he doesn't like them, they may have gone to the drawing board. I don't know. I'm not Nike. I'm out here just making assumptions. So that's it for Nike. Moving on, we'll have Jordan. That's a quick one, to be quite frank. There's not many people with signature sneakers there. You got Russ with the Why Not 0.4s. Those came out in January as well, so start looking. I did actually look at what he wore last night, and Russ still has on the 0.4s, so that means it might be might be December before you see a 0.5. That just might be it, honestly. You have the Jordan 36s, and I know I said signature sneakers, but these are Jordan signature sneakers. I mean, I know I'm being technical here, but hey, it is what it is. Those came out August 19th, so you'll see those for a while. And then obviously the Jordan athletes who were signed to Jordan, WNBA, NBA, they'll be wearing those. Or I don't know, what else are they gonna wear? These are his performance sneakers, so they'll be wearing these. CP3 came out, I believe the 12s came out in 2020. And then we saw the CP3 13s in 2021 briefly, and then they disappeared. He wore them a couple times here and there during games, but there's never been an official announcement or anything as to what's going on with those. I will say during media day he was wearing them. So are they gonna go out to retailers? Like, are these gonna be sold, or is he just have sneakers that are not gonna be sold? I doubt it. So I'm gonna say at some point there'll be a press release and these will come out. But as of now, that's kind of up in the air as well. They do exist for sure. There is a CP3 13 out there. Just when they're gonna come out, I don't know. Moving on, like I said, Jordan's pretty fast. Not too many people signed there that have actual sneakers. Adidas. Dame 8s. There are images of Dame 8s out there. If you haven't seen them, I will put the images here. For my guy on Instagram, I can't remember what his name is. I'll put it up here. I'll put the whole image from Instagram. They exist. When they're coming out, I don't know, but the fact that he's had them on foot means that there will be a press release for these to come out sometime soon. What he's wearing now in the most recent game, which I think was a preseason game, he's wearing the 7EXYT or whatever they are. I never picked them up, so I don't know what the heck they're called. That's what he's wearing. That's what he wore during media day. So Dame 8 soon to come. Don will be wearing, I don't even think I have them. I'm over here looking for Dons. I don't have them. He will be wearing the Don Shoe 3s. Those came out in July. You got a whole season. You won't see a Don 4 until either the end of this season or early next season. Hardened Sixes. There are images of those. I can get them out to you. They're in all white, unfortunately. I'm hoping that like the sneaker sites will update their pictures so I can take it from them. There are Hardened Sixes. He wore a black and white colorway last night. They're for sure Hardened Sixes because they look similar to the 5s, but they're not the 5s. If you look closely, they're not the 5s. So Harden will be wearing the 6s for this for the entire year. Trey Young, the new one. Trey Young is going to be wearing his. Obviously, this entire season, Trey is wearing his. There's not really much to discuss there. Performance review coming soon would be the way I would put that. D Rose came out with the 11s. I can't remember the date. And now he's going to be wearing the Son of Shies. Now, the Son of Shies, as far as I know, aren't the 12s. Like, they're not a substitute for the 12s. But that's what he's wearing right now. Will a 12 be coming out? I don't know. It's like the Son of Shy, what do you call it? There's a word for it, but are they the lesser versions of the numbered ones? I don't know. Soon to come would be the way I would put it. I don't know, but Sun of Shies will be what D-Rose has on them, and that is it for Adidas. Now you have a couple brands here and there, and we'll run through them pretty quickly. Under Armour. Curry. Curry is Under Armour, but he has his own brand now, kind of like Jordan. But I put him under Under Armour for now because there's only 2 people there who have shoes. The Curry 9 are releasing November 19th, 2021. I'll have images up here. He's been wearing different colorways. They have a bunch of images of different colorways. I'll have a full video on that sometime this week. For sure, sometime this week. He'll be wearing the Curry 9s. Embiid. Joel Embiid came out with some ones, obviously, last year. I personally don't think they sold well. I don't know anything about what happened over there. What I do know is that there are Embiid 2s. There are Embiid 2s. Now, I didn't see the logo on the sneakers. I know that he wore them during media day. Right now they're playing against the Pelicans, and he's wearing new sneakers. I'm going to assume those aren't some random Under Armour sneakers. This is a signature athlete. He has his own shoe. So he has a blue colorway on now. Like I said, hopefully by the time I put this video out, the sneaker websites have updated their images and I can go steal them from them. I don't want to take them from Getty. They will take down my video. I just know it. They'll take down my video. So look out for Embiid 2s. News on those very, very soon. We have a new up-and-comer as well. Man, I'm so excited. There's so much news that I haven't even got to that I'm getting to on this. Puma. Puma has its first signature athlete since Clyde. Clyde has sneakers over there. There's someone else who has sneakers over there, and I can't remember off the top of my head. But LaMelo Ball has his own signature sneaker. They're coming out in December, from what I've heard. They are the MB.01s. Full video on that coming soon. I will put the images up there. Keep an eye out. December is when they're coming. New Balance. It's quiet over there. New Balance, bro. It's so quiet. Those Kawhis, I feel like it's been 2 years since he started wearing them. He wore them for a whole season. I believe he tore his ACL. Don't quote me. So he wasn't even at media. He may have been at media day, but I haven't found any images of him at media day with new sneakers. A new colorway for the Kawhi ones is coming out, so I don't know. To be honest, that's one of the only sneakers on this list, and this is a very long list, that I really don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's a Kawhi 2 in the works. I mean, I assume there is, right? But what? Are they going to wait for him to get on the court? What's going on? Up in the air. We have the last 3 brands, and these are all, I would say, smaller brands, but not really. Anta overseas in China, they have the KT7 that's coming out. These are obviously the Klay Thompson 7. So because this is a Chinese brand, it's a little bit difficult to get information, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the first time I've done any research on Chinese brands, and it's so difficult finding out what's going on over there. From what I researched last night, there will be a KT7 coming out this year. Whether it's out or not, I'm still not even sure. There's a store selling them right now, but I really don't know if that's an authentic store. So what I go from, to be honest, is Nightwing. Nightwing is pretty good on what's going on with those brands over there. The KT7, he hasn't gone through them yet, so I'll assume they haven't come out yet. That's how I put that. The GH2s, which are the Gordon Hayward 2s, supposedly those came out I think the GH1s came out February 1st, 2021. Did I read that right? I think so. I'm not sure. What I do know is the GH2s aren't out yet, but he's wearing them. He 100% has a new pair of sneakers on his feet. I don't know what they are. I could be misinformed. The GH2s might have come out in February, and these could be GH3s. But he is wearing new sneakers. I think he's playing right now. Yeah, Melo's playing right now, so he's playing right now. Last two, you got 361. The AG2s 100% are coming out. He's wearing them on his feet. There's no date for them. I don't know any information. Like I said, getting information. I believe this is a company in the U.S., but getting information from these smaller brands is just a little bit difficult. And then last but not least, you have Peak. I believe Andrew Wiggins was wearing a new sneaker last night. I'm not sure. He does. I believe his sneaker is called the Peak Andrew Wiggins Triangle. So I don't know if the triangle is just a sneaker that he's wearing or if he actually has a signature sneaker. And like I said, very difficult to get information on these. Why, I don't know. But this video is running super long and I'm gonna cut it off here. His sneakers, he's wearing some new ones. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sitting through this. I'm gonna cut this down as much as possible. I did talk a lot. I'm a talker. What can I say, guys? Thank you guys for watching. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you like what you've seen. I will be going over more NBA sneaker news. Performance reviews to come once I get healthy. Supreme, ready to go. I don't know. This is the only lane. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.